Hey everybody, this is Phil Kohler with Polygon here, and I'm being joined by a very special guest today, Randy Greenback, executive producer at Gun Media. Randy, thank you for joining us.
Hey, yeah, thank you for having us.
Randy, this is the latest game that you're working on. I believe it's coming out today, the day this video comes out. This is Breach and Clear Deadline. So before we get into the game, we're about to jump into the actual, like, basically right after the tutorial level in the game. But I wanted to show off a little bit of the squad stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of different character models and different things that you can do. You can rename your soldiers, so you can. Oh man, this is a whole
Yeah,
thing
it gets
here.
pretty deep. You can select different classes. All the different classes have different skill trees associated with them. So when you're starting the game, you can set up your squad, and if you were to beat the game and replay it, you can try it with a whole new squad composition, and you can name your soldiers like you're doing now after your friends, your family,
Hmm.
people you dislike, or or fictional characters,
Yeah.
rappers, whatever you want.
Griffin
Um,
McElroy is a fictional character. I just want to be very clear on that. Any resemblance to anyone in real life is totally coincidental. So we've got this character set up as an explosives expert right now, which should be good. We've got a medic here with Jalen Berg. Um,
It's always good to roll with a medic.
what do we have here? This is a intelligence. Interesting. So highly targeted shot allows the intelligence offer to pin an enemy. We've got sniper stuff. It looks like the intelligence person does. Sneaking around, stealth. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yeah, and they'll reveal enemies from further out. They have access to a lot of different ways to go about figuring out where the enemies are.
Um, Fire team leader is the other one that I was looking at. This one is fire team leader. It looks like is sort of like a more. I guess I often, because I play a lot of RPGs, I often think in RPG terms, but a little more tanky. Is that fair to say? Like you're gonna get more
I think
health.
I would say he's pretty even keel overall. He's probably the middle range class, but he can give a morale boost to his teammates around him. He's kind of we try to set him up to be like a leadership role.
Sure. And then the weapons sergeant.
Yeah, here's your heavy hitter. This is your tank right here for sure.
Okay, great. Well, let's definitely get one of these as well then. Okay, so we've got a nice little crew here led by Griffin McElroy. Let's jump into this game. Let's see what it's all about. So, Breach and Clear is this is something that existed previously, but Deadline is new. Is that correct?
That is completely correct. The original Breach and Clear actually started its life on mobile, and it was a top-down, turn-based tactical strategy game. So, um, in that game, you controlled some special forces characters, and you were going up against uh, terrorists, right? And it was very mission based. It was very much you go into a mission, you complete it, you fly out, you choose another mission. There's no connection between the areas. Here, inside of Breach and Clear Deadline, we've made some changes, obviously. So it's more of an open world RPG now. With we got these large area hubs. At any point in time, you're just roaming around exploring the area. So go ahead and hold down the left mouse button and right mouse button to fire. Now you've popped into command mode here.
But I can
So
jump
here you
out.
can give your characters orders, or you can pop back out. So right there, you're actually aiming, and if you press the left mouse button, you'll
Yep.
fire. Very nice. So right now, this is just easing players into the game, and as you get further, it's definitely probably going to be the best. The smartest path is to use command mode. So you can set up your guys. You're worrying about positioning. You want to outflank the enemies. You want to ensure they're not encroaching on you. Back up if they ever put pressure on. Um, and just try to outthink and outwit the enemies. Now that's going to be easy with the zombies, but later on in the game you'll be fighting human enemies, and they're definitely smarter
Sure.
and a little more adept.
Well, and that's one of the things I wanted to ask about. Like, like the original Breach and Clear started as more of this. tactical military strategy type situation. What was it that made you guys want to go in and add zombies as like the next step?
Well, we just wanted to play with a lot of the things, probably too many of the things that made Breach and Clear what it was, but we wanted to stick to the tactical focus and the squad-based focus. So we changed a few things. Obviously, you saw action mode where you're running around a more open world. You're also never really on a mission until you get a quest. So you're just hunting around and you're choosing what you do from moment to moment. Whether you're looking for more grenades and explosive crates, trying to find new weapons, or you're just trying to level up and find enemies to kill. Right-click on the mouse. It'll pull up this menu.
Oh, yes.
And you could go ahead and use your satchel charge. And these right here, that's one of your quick selections for your tactics or items. And you can set that up on each per character basis. So you go ahead, it shows you the range that it's going to have. You place it where you wanted to place it. And then as soon as you toggle back into real time, he'll throw it. So just go ahead and escape out of that after you place it. And your character will throw it.
That worked well. That was not not a bad choice.
That's a pretty powerful tactic out of the gate. I mean, as enemies scale up over the course of the game, it becomes a little less effective, but it's always a good go-to.
Sure thing. We're almost through this group. Amazingly, I really thought that I had screwed up enough that I was going to just die there.
Nah, you got it. You got this. Clear. You guys didn't take that much damage, so you're doing all right.
I'm actually pretty happy with this. And then so we're slowly building up here. When we level up, I assume we're going to be able to use we're going to be able to like put more points into those skill trees that we saw.
Oh yeah, definitely. Excellent. Yeah, you'll be able to pop into the skill tree, buy some more skills,
see some
and
treasure
then,
here.
Oh, yep, you found an explosive crate. So you're going to get a random item,
Nice.
Usually an explosive. Oh, so right now you're relinking up with some of your guys here, your other two squad mates. So you now have a full squad of 4 characters.
Perfect. That will definitely be helpful.
And then you've been using handguns, pistols, your sidearms. So when you open this up, you'll get all of your primary weapons.
Ah, perfect. Even better. And do you have limited ammo?
It's like a little prequel lead up, and then now the game starts to get meatier and a little more difficult.
Are we going to be playing with limited resources as well? Is that part of the challenge here?
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. In this world, stuff is scarce. Ammo is sometimes hard to come by, so you don't want to abuse it. You don't want to waste it. But even more importantly, all the items and stuff you have are even more scarce. So you really need to think twice about when you throw a grenade. You don't want to just burn them because you might really come to a point where you really need them. It's a far more dangerous than the situation you used in the last one.
As you say that, I'm readying this grenade.
Go for it.
See if I can... Seeing if I can get all of these guys in one go. I think that'll do it. Well, good enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It did.
Uh-oh, there's guys coming up behind me. Let's, yeah.
Reactive planning, go.
Got it.
I'm gonna want...
Done.
There you go. So right now you're just targeting them individually, and they're gonna. So basically, your AI is gonna. Your AI characters are gonna fire on those enemies that they targeted until they go down. So you want to use that only when you need to. Like if you can also, if you want to mop up quickly, you can switch to squad control with Alt.
Yeah. Okay.
And now you're giving an order to all your squads. You can send them all to one location, but you can also have them all target one enemy.
You got it.
Some of your guys will have other abilities as well. If you want to go ahead and hit the right mouse button.
Sure thing.
You could try a couple of those. So if you go into use inventory and tactic,
sure.
You'll have access to different items over here on the left. But if you go back out of this and then swap characters, I think you have some other cool tactics on your other guys.
Yeah, so we've got the medic here is going to be able to bring back a character who's been downed, basically.
Oh yeah, that's one of those things. But he only comes back with 15% health.
Sure.
Provoke enemies that you can use this to distract enemies and kind of ambush them. So you can send this guy out, and he can provoke them, and then you can bring your guys around and kill the guys from the back or whatever. And suppression. This is a really cool one. So you go ahead and trigger that. You can set a firing cone, and then you can lock them down and stop them from moving towards your squad, and your other guys will mop them up.
Oh, that's cool.
Target pacified.
That's very cool.
So
The thing that I'm liking about this too, the thing that I'm finding, you know, as I play here, that I find very interesting is this is all stuff that you know, I'm not necessarily a military buff. I don't necessarily know good tactics, but this seems very like approachable. This seems like something that. Not to say that it's easy necessarily, but that it's that you can get it even if you're not like a hardcore strategy and
I'm also here with Josh Fairhurst. He's the founder and president of Mighty Rabbit.
Oh, cool.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Josh.
Just been kind of sitting in here watching what you're doing.
Sure.
Something you can do here, you've got your fire team leader who's got to provoke enemies. You could move him into a range where he can provoke that horde, and you can place one of your mines out of your consumables. And you can provoke them to walk into your mine.
Okay. So I would want to move him first.
Yeah, I would move your fire team leader into a more open area. So just over to the side a little bit, and then draw them through that area. That might be too close.
No, that's good. That'll be good. So put your cursor down right by where you're going to end up. And then go ahead and bring that up. Use inventory tactic. Place a mine. Right there. Set the direction right there. Now you're going to run back after he places it.
Provoke after you place it.
Yeah.
Do your provoke.
Oh.
And then immediately after that, run back.
There you go. Now hightail it back.
Oh. Well.
Oh. Well, he took some damage.
Yeah.
That's you know what? Worth it. Worth it to blow up some guys.
Good. Another thing that you can do with guns in this game is you can upgrade ones that you have by scrapping older weapons. So here's another enemy type.
So this is a big looking fellow
Yes.
here.
Oh yeah, and if you're in right now, you're in command mode. If you tap V, the letter V, as in Victor, it'll give you another view on the situation, and you could rotate the camera with the center mouse wheel. Hold that down and spin it around.
Oh, I see.
So you can kind of decide exactly what view you want to operate in and where you want to plan. So you can twist the camera around. You can hit V again and go into a top down.
He's just a beefy looking guy. I don't think this is my friend.
So the conceit of him is that he's basically a medic for them. He walks around the battlefield and revives corpses.
Oh, really?
And brings them back to life. So he's moving around reviving them. And if you kill him near corpses, he will revive all of them because he will explode in a cloud of worms.
Okay. And worms
so you have
are
to
bad.
Kind of strategically choose where you kill him.
Yeah, basically all of our zombies and creatures are all born from an infestation of parasitic worms, and these parasitic worms have mutagenic properties, and over time they'll start to mutate their hosts into weirder and weirder creatures. So that's the breeder right there, and he's basically walking a bag of worms. So he's gone into like hyper infestation and hyper breeding. And there's tons of worms inside him, so he'll walk over and start puking them in their mouths or letting them out of his dropping them out of his hands.
Honestly, that's just bad manners. That's my biggest issue with it. Even it's not even that he's creating zombies; it's just bad manners. All right, let's see here.
Roger.
I think I can get this guy. I think I can get him. Okay,
You're whittling him down.
There you go.
I got him before he was able to. So we've got the stalkers here too.
Get yourself an achievement also.
I saw that.
Always good. These stalkers are glowing a little. Does that mean something special about them? Or were they doing that last time and I just didn't notice?
Yeah, they were doing it before. I think the ones that you encountered in the outskirts were wearing jackets, though, so it wasn't as apparent. It's more of a color coding, so you can easily assess the situation. You see the roamers are very dull, so you know that you don't really have to worry about those guys.
Yeah.
The stalkers are very bright, so that they look like more of an apparent threat.
Yeah, so you can parse a horde fairly quickly and kind of see its composition.
That's really
Plan
cool.
for
Very
it.
smart.
And you can see some of those worms exploded out of him, and they're reanimating a couple of those guys. So the breeder did succeed in bringing a few of them back.
How dare he?
You have very quickly mowed them down.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about my setup here. Seems like I found a good hiding spot here.
Yeah, you're using
Oh,
cover very
no.
well, and you got to. Oh, whoa.
It's all about constantly monitoring the situation, because they will come out of nowhere.
Yeah, so as you're fighting, you're creating sound as you're firing bullets, throwing grenades, and whatnot. So you're drawing more enemies in from different areas. So you always have to parse the battleground, watch your radar map, and just kind of think your way out of things and predict horrible situations and then get out of them before they actually get dire.
So now we're near the end of the game at the docks. My assumption is, oh, that's cheeky. Got worms.
You noticed.
My assumption is though that we're just like, listen, the zombie situation's out of control. Let's just get a boat. Let's get out of here.
That's pretty much what leads you here.
Yeah, let's bounce. Let's like, because this is honestly, if I were in a zombie situation, that's what my thinking would be. It's, you know, let's go somewhere where there's not zombies.
So that's pretty good. You could also have those guys throw an item into the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm
before.
not sure what your setup is, but if you have a flashbang, you can stun the guys through that hole.
Oh yeah.
And then when you send the guys in through the door, they'll be stunned and they won't be able to respond. So you'll be able to get the drop on them.
Seems like a very smart idea. Let's oh look, I've got a flashbang, in fact, equipped right here. Let's jump up here. Oh, so many guys in here.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to whittle them down before they get you. There's a sniper on the perch up there. This is another area where elevation starts to come into play.
Let's see how this plays out. I'm curious.
So you got all 4 of those guys are stunned. So you want to send your other soldiers, your other 2 guys in through the door, right over there, and try to get them without alerting the sniper.
Roger.
So keep them out of that sniper's line of sight.
Let's see.
See, you can take corner cover on these big shelves.
You got it.
And I'm actually going to send my other one in this store, I think.
Go for it.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
See how this goes. This is a much more complex situation.
Roger.
Yeah. We scale up the situations to kind of be a little more difficult over the course of the game, and this is one of the more difficult human encounters.
Uh-huh. Got it. Done.
Can I hit the sniper from down here?
You should be able to. That he could also probably throw a grenade.
Perfect.
Well, wow.
Good shot.
You're at a point where you could bring in your other guys, Pete Biles and Dylan Young, and start mopping them up and splitting your team up.
Yeah, let's bring in Pete Biles and Dylan Young.
Roger.
Good buddies.
Ready on your go.
They got your back.
On it.
I'm gonna keep Bailey Duncan going through these rooms here. Oh, uh-oh.
Just hit X.
Yeah, not quite.
Bam.
There you go.
Nice.
I feel good about this. I feel like I did all right.
Yeah.
You know what? I've done real good. Let's just rush out here.
Oh, you're doing the Rambo.
Let me switch to somebody with a more long-range gun here. I realized I was doing that with my shotgun person.
Shoot that guy right in the back.
Oh.
Pass it by.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh.
I'm an expert. I'm really happy with how this is going. Look at this, already up here in almost level 20 range. I think I could basically take the Breach and Clear World Championships at this point.
Yeah, right now, your characters are equipped with some of the best gear in the game. Most of the gear that they have is gear that will be found in the med labs, which is a really difficult dungeon. So
Sure.
You've kind of got the edge here.
Well,
We gave you the hookup with gear.
the viewers don't need to know that. He's really good.
No, I'm
yeah.
just incredibly good.
Yeah.
This is cool, though. Thank you guys for taking the time to show me. This is going to be out as of the day that this video goes up, I believe. Is that correct?
Oh yes, it'll be out on Steam, on GOG, and on Humble Store.
And is it Windows PCs only?
No, actually, it's PC, Mac, and Linux.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
On
So
all the
if you have
platforms.
any sort of pretty much any sort of PC,
We
you're
didn't even
covered.
mention, it's got co-op mode. It's got online co-op.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. That's this seems like a game that would benefit from that. So if you like killing zombies, especially if you like doing it in a turn-based fashion like I do, definitely check out Breach and Clear Deadline. Look at that, and not just zombies, regular people too, which is where it gets more complicated. But check this out. Thanks again, guys, for joining me.
Yeah,
thank
thanks for
you.
having us.